When Mia awoke the next morning, she found her sketchbook open on her lap, though she didn't remember opening it. A single leaf, deep green with veins of gold, rested between the pages. It pulsed softly as though breathing. As soon as she touched it, the leaf dissolved into light, and the room fell away. The world rebuilt itself around her. Not with walls or streets, but with trees. Towering, ancient trees whose trunks were etched with names and stories. She stood in the middle of a living forest, where the wind carried whispers instead of breeze, and the earth below was soft with memory. She had arrived at the forest that remembers. The air was thick with meaning. Every leaf shimmered with words, every branch bent as if listening. The forest was vast but not overwhelming. It felt like a place that knew her, a place that had waited patiently for her return. A figure emerged from the trees. It was tall and robed in ivy and moss, with eyes like polished bark. It moved with the creak of branches and the hush of old wind. "I am verdant," the forest said through the figure. "This is where all that has been loved and forgotten returns to rest." Mia followed Verdant through groves where trees whispered names of those who had once danced, laughed, cried, hoped. The forest didn't judge. It only remembered. Every footprint that had ever touched this place remained, etched in root, in shadow, in song. "Why am I here?" Mia asked, though she had begun to understand that question mattered less now. "To remember what you didn't know you had lost," Verdant replied. They came upon a tree whose bark was mirrored. When Mia touched it, the reflection rippled, not with her image, but with her moments. She saw herself as a child, chasing butterflies. She saw a teacher reading to her class while she sat quietly, soaking in every word. She saw her first failure, the sting of it, and how quickly she buried it. She saw the moment she first painted with joy, not expectation. "These are roots," said Verdant. "Not chains. Let them nourish you." The deeper they walked, the more vivid the memories became. She passed trees where others' stories echoed. An old woman singing lullabies in a forgotten tongue. A father teaching his daughter to tie a knot. A boy writing poetry in the dirt with a stick. Then she reached a clearing filled with saplings. Young trees, small but glowing. "These," Verdant said, "are the memories not yet made. They wait for the right moment to grow." Mia approached one. It pulsed when she reached out. She closed her eyes and saw herself years from now, teaching a child to paint under a willow tree. She felt the breeze, heard laughter, smelled the sweetness of the soil. She opened her eyes with tears. "You are not just made of your past," Verdant said. "You are also shaped by your future." They came upon a pool of water as still as glass. In its surface shimmered an image. Mia standing in the center of the forest, branches growing from her shoulders, leaves blooming from her fingertips. She was not just in the forest. She was the forest. Verdant bowed. "You carry remembrance within you. When you return, take care to remember the world around you. The touch of sunlight. The weight of silence. The voice of stillness." Mia stepped into the pool without fear. It accepted her like rain into soil. When she opened her eyes again, she was sitting beneath the tree in her backyard, the one she used to climb when she was younger. Her sketchbook lay open beside her, and growing next to her hand was a small sapling she had never seen before. Its leaves shimmered faintly, and she knew it had come with her. She drew it with reverence, not as a record, but as a greeting. Then for the first time in days she simply sat. Not searching, not preparing, just listening. And in the quiet rustle of leaves above, the forest that remembers whispered back,